Welcome to today's video. Today isn't going to be the usual self-growth playlist. This is going to be my trading kind of video because I want to have a mixture of both on this channel. So I'm going to show you guys all the trades I took, the 4 trades I took to pass my funded account. I'm not going to show you guys the trades I'm taking on it just because I'm up right now, but I just don't want to show it until I get that payout. And yeah, so let me show you guys the trades I took. So the first trade was on Wednesday, and if you guys watch my future strategy video, you would know what I'm about to do. Where is it? Oh my gosh. So I have to go here for them. Alright, so we have this high over here. The reason why I'm marking out this one, I'll explain as we go. Actually. So right now it is currently 9:20. And I'll show the certified funded trader at the end of this video if I remember. But so we had all these reasons to go up. We had highs, we had a lot of highs, and there was just no relatively equal lows. Like as you can see, no relatively equal lows. So if there's no reason to go short, I'm automatically looking for longs. We have these draws on liquidity, so I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna look for longs. Now originally, I was willing to go short at this high getting swept, the high all the way here, but let me show you guys what happened. So market opens and we sweep that high really quickly. Or actually no, we sweep it basically pre-market. Oh wait, no. First market open candle, we sweep it. Now this is when I scale down to the 1 minute chart. Now I want to show you guys what happened here. So we do it, and as you can see, no break of structure to the downside or inverse rally that happened. And now we have this high, and if this high gets swept, I'm confident in it going down at that point. So here, now a 1 minute break does happen, but I'll explain why I didn't enter in a little bit. Please don't. Okay, good. All right. So as you can see, it's 9:50 now. I'm allowed to trade until 10:10 Eastern time, which is the macro, like from 9:50 to 10:10. I'm allowed to trade from 6:30 Pacific time, but no, I'm gonna say Eastern time. I'm allowed to trade 9:30 Eastern time to 10:10 Eastern time. I trade Pacific time though. I'm from the Bay Area. I think I'm from the Bay Area. I think that's what it's called. Whatever. So right here we get a break of structure. Not these candles. You'll see right now. It happens right before 7 o'clock. I mean 10 o'clock. Getting the time zones mixed up. And it happens right here. So as you can see, you do get a break of structure, but I did not enter. Here's why. First off, we're literally we're a minute away, I think, when we do this. Sometimes I will if price is moving really quick, but right here was moving slowly. I didn't feel safe. Plus, we had relatively equal highs, which means I am not allowed to go short with this high and this high. Automatically invalidating that trade no matter what. So I do not enter that trade. But oh shit. What did I do? Oh, oh my gosh. I'll be back. All right, sorry about that. So we had the relatively equal highs, and that automatically invalidates the trade. So now let me skip a few candles ahead. As you can see, as soon as it becomes 10 o'clock, we sweep out the relatively equal highs. And we almost get an inverse for value gap, but we don't. Not yet. And it's 10:05. And guess what happens the next candle? Wait, 1 second. Well, this candle opened. Nah, it's still not an inverse for value gap. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Where is it? I think it's right. Oh my gosh. Like, why can't I have my favorites? All right. Oh, it's right here. I was looking for it. All right. As you can see, we inverse that for value gap by closing through it. Really simple trade. We're still in the macro, so I'm allowed to trade. We sweat liquidity and we inverse a fair value. Oh my, a fair value gap. And there's like literally zero reasons for price to go up. And I think at this point we do have some like draws on liquidity. We could target these lows right here. Those are like somewhat relatively equal. Hmm. Trying to find some. There we go. Okay, these were the lows I was targeting. Relatively equal lows, as you could see. I swear I thought there was no reason to go short. That's weird. Because earlier I feel like I said that there was no reason to go short. I guess there was, but there were still reasons to go longs. Therefore, I wasn't willing to short unless we got our only reasons to go long removed. And that's what happened. And now let me set up the 1 to 2 risk to reward. So we ended up shooting way further down than the 1 to 2, but I only trade to a 1 to 2 because that's all I need. And as you guys could see, I made $1,000 that day on the fun. On this is on an eval, by the way. So yeah, first trade 1,000. So let me write that down. Like I remember every single trade. Okay, Thursday we traded. We took one loss, one win, but that win was only $100. And Top Step had a problem with it. Therefore, I ended up the loss didn't count because when I entered that first trade, Top Step was bugging and like the charts were all weird and Top Step acknowledged that because it was like that for everybody. So like they basically every losing trade they got rid of those and they allowed your wins to count still. So that's what happened. I only got $100 though because the second trade I de-risk. I only risked $50. I was just like, oh, I'm so confident, I might as well get something out of it. But I ended up leaving because I did not want to. I felt like I was being greedy, and there was no point of making $100. Like it wouldn't change the amount of trades I needed to pass. So I just ended up getting rid of it. All right, Thursday comes. Automatically market open. We sweep out. Okay, wait, no, we swept these highs pre-market. Market open. Okay, we have reasons to go short and no reason to go long. As you can see, we have no relatively equal highs. Or you know what? This does become a reason to go long. Nah, I wouldn't really say those are relatively equal though. Let me go on the 1 minute, see if they did. Let's see. I know I took a long Thursday when I won. Okay. So we had relatively equal highs with this small high right here, and then that high right there. Therefore, I'm not allowed to take shorts. So either way, I wouldn't have been able to take the short because we swept the high pre-market, therefore invalidating it. But I think no, I actually wanted long, so I waited for these lows to get swept. I don't even think I waited for. I don't think we went and took out the ones down here. And since we since we had a reason to go long and we got our model, I entered. So let me show you guys. Market opens. As you can see, market opens and we're taking out draws and liquidity. And at this point, I did not enter. So we do get an inverse for value gap right over here. But it's like literally like so like slow at this point, and it just wasn't like ideal. Plus, like I don't think I had at that point acknowledged that we created relatively equal highs, so I did not enter off of that. Plus, I wouldn't have felt too confident in entering off of something that small, you know. So I waited until we took out. Oh my gosh! Wait, this is Thursday. Oh, okay. Wait, no. Okay, I shouldn't even be showing. I'm gonna show this one actually. You know what? I actually did enter off of that getting swept and that inverse rally gap. So as you can see, we swept those lows and we do inverse this gap. Put the wrong one. Inverse the gap. Really small trade. I don't know why I entered. Yeah, 935. Really early in. They tend not to be too probable unless there's like a lot of volatility, but this is really small and as you see, it ended up consolidating and shooting to stop loss. So at that point, I was down 500, but TradingView, or not trading, Top Step automatically got rid of that trade. And before you say, oh, so you shouldn't have passed the funded account, well, the day after I passed, I ended up winning that trade too. So if I didn't pass on the day I passed, I would have just passed the next day. But instead, I ended up making money on my account after getting funded. But then, as you can see, we have relatively equal highs, and we swept out these good good draws on liquidity. This one's a good draw on liquidity, and then it was relatively equal to this low, so we swept it. What do? I risk $50, and honestly, I was like holding, and then I was like trailing my stop loss. So I was like, I don't really want to like risk, even if it's $50. I just don't want to be risking that because I felt like I was being greedy. So we go to the 1 and 2, and at this point, so what I'm doing is I'm entering with more size as we go, and I'm trailing my stop loss, so I'm never like risking anything. And then I end up only making $100. And here's what happened. I mean, the 1 and 2 does win eventually. There you go. So like second trade would have won if I entered with full size. I decided not to because I'm usually supposed to only trade once a day. First trade I only lost like 450. Like I say 500 this round, but I lost like 450. So I was like, oh, might as well make it 500, or we could make like $100. But I realized there was no point. As I was going, I ended up closing my position at plus 100. But I ended up closing somewhere up here. It did go there, I think. All I know is I made $100 on this one. Yeah. I did not exit exactly there. I'm just saying I made $100 after entering off of that. But yeah, that was Thursday. Everything I did got removed other than making that $100, but that $100 didn't really help me. So let me show you guys the trade I took on Friday. Oh, I can't wait to eat after recording this. I'm hungry. Okay. 5 minutes. Oh, okay. I think this Friday was a bank holiday actually. Yeah, no, this Friday was a bank holiday. So I'm trying to remember the trades I won. Did I win on Tuesday? I did not trade this Friday, now that I think about it. Cause look, it's 9:30. Wait, did I? Let's see. No, I did. I feel like I did. I don't think this Friday was a bank holiday. If that gray thing goes away, then or that blue thing, yeah, it wasn't a bank holiday because market did open. I'm tripping. So we go up. Really easy day, to be honest. Really easy day. Relatively equal highs up here. Relatively equal highs up there. I knew I wanted longs. I just was waiting for any 5 minute low to get swept. We'll just mark out the closest one. Actually, a pre-market low or like before market open. And as you can see, we swept it. Right after we swept it, really easy. Did we do it here? No. We entered right at this break of structure right over here. And as you can see, really fast there. There you go. So as you can see, the 1 and 2 made $1,000. So at this point, my account is up 2,100, but ignore the 100. It doesn't really do anything. So we're up 2,000. So now we're one trade away from passing. And I'm not allowed to trade Monday because it was a no news Monday before CPI. But my model did for Monday, ended up winning, but I did not enter. And I ended up losing when I was one trade away from passing. But I want to explain the emotional part that almost fucked me over, and I wouldn't have passed last week if I didn't control my emotions because it was actually insane, especially now that I look back on it. So this is Monday. We sweep out lows. We have reasons to go long. We can go to the 1 minute. Okay, we inverse the gap. And as you can see, we do win. I'll show you guys right now. Minute 2. Okay, there you go. As you guys can see, it did win. I did not enter this trade. I would have passed this day, but I didn't. And that's what made Tuesday way more like emotionally affecting me. And I almost ended up blowing the funded account. I'll explain right now. All right. Tuesday comes. We're at all-time highs. We have relatively equal lows. Let's see what happens. What time is it? Oh, one more candle till market open. So we're at all-time highs. So I think I was looking for shorts. All right. Oh wait, no, we left the pre-market high. Let's see what happens. Okay, we sweep it. I did not enter that because after we swept it, we never got like a clean break. We did inverse this gap, but I didn't enter. I honestly could have won. I could have passed the account with that. I did see that, and I did think it was gonna go down to the relatively equal lows, which it did. These are the relatively equal lows. This low, that low, and that low. We swept it, and I entered a long. So this is the long I entered. And I don't know why I entered a long now that I think about it, because we get no reason to go up. Did we still have a reason to go down? Yep, we did. Draws in liquidity right there. That's straight liquidity. That was so dumb of me. And yeah, we had reasons to go down. But as you can see, we ended up getting stopped out. Really dumb for me. I had my take profit there that day. So I wasn't actually no, I had it at 1 or 2, so I just wanted to pass. And I felt like I was like emotional because I missed the move on Monday, and I just missed that move as well. So it's like, damn, there was 2 trades I could have passed the account with. And as you can see, I get stopped out, and we ended plummeting on the day. Like we end up shooting down eventually. Yeah, as you can see, we go down, and I have to go to work right after. When I was one trade away from passing, and here's the part that got me. Here's when I almost messed up. Right after I get stopped out, I see price break structure to the upside. As you can see right here, we break structure to the upside. A 101 would have won, but that's not my model. I trade to a 102. Okay. So this is the trade I wanted to take, and I wanted to risk 750 so I could make double that. So I wanted to make 1.5k off of this trade and just pass the account. So I'm risking 750, and I already had risk 500 on the day. I already lost 500 that day, and I don't enter when it happens. I enter when it retraces with this candle right here. You see this wick? Okay, it's really annoying. But I entered like right over here, and I was like in it with the 1 and 2. Let me find the 1 and 2. And I was like I would go out my room and I just think about it. I'm like, do I really think this is a good idea? Do I really feel like I should be taking along with me? Already swept all time highs. There's no reason to go up. Relatively equal lows there. There's so many reasons to go down. Like there's these draws on liquidity all the way here. And I asked myself, do I want to be in this trade? Am I being greedy? I acknowledged that I was being greedy, and I exit like where I made like $60 back, which really did nothing. And as you can see, so I exit like somewhere like right above break even, and then as you can see, right after we shoot down, and I was so grateful because God was telling me not to be greedy, not to rush the process, and just focus on the process. If I lost that trade, I already know I would have restarted the account, and I would have been mad at myself for doing so. But I stuck to my plan. I caught myself and I exited. And I got lucky. I'm gonna be honest. I got lucky. But I caught myself. I ended up sticking to my plan one trade a day. And as you can see, that happened. And the next day, I officially passed my funded account. So now we're down negative 500. So we're up 1.5k. So I need to make 1.5k to win this next trade. And that's exactly what I made. Let me show you guys. All right. PPI news comes out. There's reasons to go up. We have relatively equal highs all the way up here. We have reasons to go up. So what am I doing? Automatically, I'm looking for longs. This is still not there. Hold on. Okay. Market opens and we shoot down. We shoot through that low. Shoot through these lows. And at this point, I'm just waiting for a break of structure or inverse for value gap after any of these lows get swept. But we don't get any entries here, 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 here. No entries anywhere. But after we sweep out this low, it didn't matter which low. As long as the 5-minute low got swept, I would have entered off of an entry model. So we inverse the gap right there. And what time is it at? Let me see. I think I entered, yeah, 10:08. 2 minutes towards the end of the macro. And I want to pass the account, so where'd I put my take profit? 1 to 3. And I'm not risking exactly 500. I'm risking a little less, so I have it a little bit above a 1 to 3. We'll say like 1 to 3.5. And this is where things get wicked. Cause look at this. Oh yeah, I'm so glad. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to pass my account. I'm about to pass my account. I just want to show you guys what happened. It's actually crazy. Boom, we start going down. But guess what happens after? We go up again. Wait, it's coming. It's coming, okay? By the way, at this point, I think the 1 and 2 already won. Wait, no, we were close to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 hadn't won yet. Okay, let's go back to 1 and 3.5. Alright, so we go down, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I should have just, I mean, no, actually, no, I wasn't feeling emotions yet. Not at this point. But in my head, I was thinking like, oh, imagine like just a down close happen, like a down close candle happens right now. I imagine it. I look at my screen and it happened. I was like, fuck. But I didn't feel like too crazy emotions because we haven't even hit a 1 or 2 yet. If we had hit the 1 or 2 and then went down, I would have been like, oh my gosh, this is what happens when I'm greedy. And at the same time, this is an eval, and I don't want to spend my time in an eval. After Funday, like I'm actually like it's really easy. I'm just doing the 1 or 2. Not really any like pressure on me. I just wanted to pass the account at this point. And as you can see, we start going up, and I'm like, oh shit, let's go. We end up going above that, and we hit the 1 or 2 eventually. Okay, we at this point, I'm sure we did hit the 1 or 2. Yeah, we hit the 1 or 2, and I'm like, oh, I should have exited. Like now we're going down, and this is when I start getting scared. And look at what happens. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. Down close. That wasn't it though. That wasn't what freaked me out. I'm waiting for it because it's so weird. Okay, we're so close to my take profit, right? We're so close. We're at 1 point. We're up 1.2 thousand. Watch what happens. Just watch. And we almost sweep out this high, by the way. This high right here, which I should have just had my take profit there because after that high, I was confident in it going down. But I just wanted to pass the account. We're in an eval. You don't want to be stuck in eval. And look at this. I think it happens really soon. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, not yet. We end up going back up. Because it happens when we're close to my take profit. And at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have exited. I should have exited. And I'm just crashed. I'm like, bruh, what am I doing? Like, I could have been funded, or I could have got my 1 or 2 and then traded some more on one. These notifications. Alright, I think it happens close soon. I just know, like, that had to get so many people too. Okay, we end up taking out that high. Look at what happens right after. This is insane. Oh my gosh, it didn't happen yet. So close to my take profit, right? Boom. Baddest down close candle ever, bro. And it goes down to break even. And I did not I exited because I saw it, how quick it was going down. I was like, fuck this. I exit. I make $300. Then in my head, I'm like, what am I doing? The trade is still good. It's still a good trade. Like I should just enter again because of like, what am I doing? It's gonna go back up. So I enter when it goes below break even again because it ends up. Yeah, you see this candle, it goes below that low. I enter again and I end up $50 away from my take profit, $50 away from passing the account. So what do? I had closed the trade when we got like somewhere up here because I had already made most of it because I had that 300 and then I entered again with the same amount at better pricing and we ended up going up. So I exit $50 away. I entered 3 trades to pass because I'm like, fuck, just make the $50. I know it's gonna go higher. We end up going down. I'm like, fuck, fuck, fuck. What am I doing? Go down again. And I put my stop loss at this low. I'm risking $50 though, you know? Nothing crazy. And I literally just needed $50. And let me wait for it to happen. That happened soon. So over here, I exit again, and now we're $1 away from passing. So I enter another trade. I'm like, I'm not about to deal with this. Like, come on. I make $1 and I exit, but then I forget there's a fee for every micro I enter with. So now I'm down $9 away. So I'm $9 away from passing. Enter another trade and I do pass. Okay. I had already passed at this point, so I don't know what I'm showing. It all happened in like a minute, 2 minutes. Yeah, I ended up passing. And if I look at what happens though, if I just hadn't touched a single thing, as you can see, we do hit that 1 to 3.5. We hit it, and then we shoot down. But I would have passed. That would have been fun if I just entered the trade and got off. But I just wanted to pass the account so bad. I was thinking too much about the outcome, and I did what I preach against. I didn't focus on the process. I focused on the outcome. If you watch my self growth videos, you would know I'm against that, and that's what happened. But I ended up passing. I was grateful I passed. And then the next day I ended up making, I'm not going to say how much I made, but I don't even want to show the trade. But yeah, so easy trades, funny, funny kind of process when looking back. I learned a lot. I really learned a lot. Like on Thursday when I was on that chart, no emotions at all. Friday, no emotions at all. The outcome didn't affect me. Thing is though, on Thursday, yeah, I made money on the account, but my car literally breaks down in the middle of the freeway. And in my head, I'm like, no way I'm about to die. As soon as I'm about to enjoy the fruits of the hard work I put in of mastering this skill and getting to the point I am in life. Like, I finally achieved something I worked so hard for, and I'm about to die in the middle of the freeway. I thought I was going to die. I was so scared because I smelled my car burning and I couldn't get out of my car. I ended up being fine. My engine just broke down and no more car. I'm buying a new one. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was somewhat like teaching you guys a lesson to not focus on the outcome, focus more on the process. And I'm gonna see you on my next video. Right now, what I'm doing with my funded account is I'm risking 250 to make 500 per trade. I'm waiting until I get that $4,000 buffer, and then from there I'm gonna be risking 400 to make 800 per trade. But yeah, and then I'll take all the profits above $4,000. I want to have that $4,000 drawdown. Why not? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, I'll be updating you guys on my trading journey. Probably, I'm gonna start maybe doing it once a week, like end of the week recaps on my funded account. We'll see. I'll think about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And this really like is a big stepping stone for me because in my last video, if you watch it, I literally put a video of me crying, confused, and I was so lost and I didn't understand what I was doing in life. But I literally say I'm never gonna give up. And as of now, I'm funded 50K, which is something I couldn't have imagined at that point. I thought it would take way longer. I was so scared. I was lost. I felt like it was impossible to master this. And 9 months later, or no, it was in September. We're in July, so 10 months later, I'm living the life that I craved so badly. I mean, I already got profitable at the beginning of 2025, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be posting more of my self growth playlist the rest of this week. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.